Hey, this is Matty D with collegebasketballeyetest.com at the epicenter of the college basketball landscape here in Lawrence, Kansas, outside of Allen Fieldhouse, where KU Jayhawks just lost to University of Central Florida in Florida. Nothing like the single-digit temperatures that we're seeing this week in Lawrence, Kansas, and across the Kansas City region. Although Kansas is probably still going to be a top seed, that might have frozen them out of being a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. But here are some teams who are actually in jeopardy of getting frozen out of the entire tournament as a whole. The first team that comes to mind is BYU. I hyped up this team in my last video. However, they lost 2 straight, including getting bullied at home against Cincinnati and really struggling, going ice cold in the final moments of that game. They also lost more recently to Baylor. The Bearcats have been very furious, moving their way up on most metrics. Staying in the state of Utah and taking a look at the Utes, they have 2 lopsided losses in their pair of games at the Arizona schools. This team started with a very impressive performance during the holiday tournament season. However, right now they need to brush themselves off during a winnable stretch to get back comfortably into the tournament field. Clemson, they've lost 2 straight, and this team has a history of starting off strong and trailing off. Perhaps also a product of them not scheduling very aggressively in the non-conference early in the season. Another team that could find themselves frozen out of the NCAA tournament this spring break is Miami. Even though they are loaded with NBA prospects, they might find themselves on a beach come March Madness instead of inside of an arena. They just lost to lowly Louisville in their conference, and they have now fallen to 4 losses on the season. Staying in the ACC, UVA, Virginia, also in jeopardy of not having a tournament resume. As of today, Joe Lunardi on Bracketology has them as the first 4 out. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers' conference foe, Wake Forest, is among the last 4 in. So that's kind of what's going on in the ACC. 2 other notable teams getting ice cold at the wrong time of the season, Villanova and Texas A&M. Texas A&M is really just not able to find a quality SEC win at this point against another ranked team. Meanwhile, Villanova just lost by 10 to St. John's, which might be a de facto play-in game, as the Big East might only get about 5 teams into the tournament this year. Again, this is Matty D for collegebasketballeyetest.com from Lawrence, Kansas. Stay warm out there and continue to post your comments and thoughts about the college basketball landscape.